And we got Van Halen reuniting here. We got some audio.
Yeah.
This is a disaster waiting to happen.
Now wait, it's David Lee Roth, it's Eddie Van Halen, it's
Alex Van Halen.
And Wolfgang.
And Wolfgang.
Oh.
Wolf.
Which pretty much is the three family members against one retard.
Yeah.
David Lee Roth. So that whole dynamic isn't going to work very well if there's ever some kind of problem between David Lee Roth and Eddie.
Yeah.
The other guys, who are they going to back?
Yeah. They're going to back the Van Halen name. You know, I'm reading a book, and they mentioned Led Zeppelin and Robert Plant, and they asked Robert Plant, why didn't you ever, reunite using, John Bonham's son, Jason Bonham?
Yeah.
And Robert Plant just goes, because Jason Bonham isn't as good of a drummer as his father was.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, that's a little nasty to say. But you want to hear some audio from the...
Wait, now what is Wolfgang playing? The drums? Or the
No, he's playing
bass?
the
The bass. He's doing Michael Anthony's part.
Michael Anthony's part. Michael Anthony was also the one that threw all the high vocals in.
Yeah.
On top of Sammy Hagar's vocals and David Lee Roth's vocals. Very high. He could sing very high.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the trademark Van Halen sound, that real high harmony over the vocals. So who's going to do that?
Maybe Wolf.
I don't think Wolfie can do that.
My mother's Valerie Bertinelli.
And she's losing weight.
I see her in the Fatty Girl commercials.
She's losing weight with Kirstie Alley. They eat salads together.
She'll be backstage with Mackenzie Phillips.
They get the green
One
apple
day at a
splatters
time,
together
kids.
every afternoon from the food they're eating. But they're losing weight.
I realize this is sacrilege. I just never dug Van Halen.
No.
They don't suck, obviously, but I just never...
For the time when they first came out, especially,
Hey.
they were huge.
Growing up, I loved Van Halen.
Yeah.
You can't deny it. And everyone knew how to make the little logo on their freaking notebooks.
Then
and
they
stuff.
alienated some of the listeners, but got some new ones when they brought in Sammy.
Yeah.
And then, that era, that whole thing was over.
Yeah.
Done with. Goodbye.
What they do that was good, though. Like, the couple... my favorite Van Halen song...
And the cradle will rock.
Yeah. I like Panama's my
Running
favorite
with
song.
the
Yeah.
devil.
Yeah.
They did a bunch of, they had a bunch of hits, man.
That's okay. Jamie's crying. I never liked.
Jamie's crying. They had some.
No?
I just never
Bunch
liked.
of cool riffs.
Hot for teacher. Are you?
Well, I got a little.
Yeah, okay.
That was
toward the end.
Yeah, Jimmy, that was toward the end.
That was toward the
We're
end.
talking about the first few were undeniably great albums.
Yeah.
I don't.
Ain't Talking About Love.
How's that go?
Oh, my God. Crank up Ain't Talking About Love. Come on. Can you do it?
Oh, E-Rock.
Is it on?
See? Am I not the only
E-Rock.
one realizing that he's a...
Yeah, what about Eruption, man?
I love how he
Come on.
I love how he looks over here. Is it on? Because he needed time to kill.
Ooh, sauce, assassin Opie.
Yeah, he is. It's on over here.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
Well, you're playing other clips from there, so, what happened? Which one you say?
Eruption. I mean, some of Eddie's great guitar work in that.
Yeah. All right, E-Rock, timing's everything.
Hold on, E-Rock, what's going on?
Don't worry about
Are you
it.
pushing the button? It's not working. Talk.
It's playing right here. I see it. The board's on, and nothing's coming out.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So Eric's saying that he is doing his job, but something is getting.
But he's not doing his
fritzed.
job because he already played stuff from over there, and
Oh, boy.
it came out perfectly.
What happened?
So he fiddled with.
Did you get Mayo on the board?
Fiddling.
All right, screw it. Here's Van Halen. Roth says this is the press conference we all thought we'd never see. I love Van
And now
Halen.
we don't care.
But this is a complete disaster.
Disaster in the making.
Waiting to happen.
And no one really.
The press conference that you probably never thought that you would see happen.
After an on and off, often tumultuous 30 years, a new version of the
Why are you
band Van
talking?
Halen has emerged from the rock and roll ashes.
What?
At a news conference today,
Why is this idiot talking?
Original frontman David Lee Roth, for the first time since the flamboyant singer quit more than 20 years
Self-important
ago.
douche.
After Roth left in 1985, he was replaced for the next decade by Sammy Hagar. For this
Sammy Hagar.
2007 version of Van Halen,
Kinda did that.
the Southern California rockers say not to think of this as a reunion. This is a brand new band.
Know this, we are a band, and we're going to continue.
Yes.
Is that Eddie?
It's a whole new beginning.
Oh,
no,
it's a whole new beginning.
Oh boy. Oh,
His
tongue cancer.
Well, it was that. And his sinuses. He's got some big problems.
Oh, he has cancer in the sinuses?
I don't know. He's got like some problems. Like he can't like breathe through his nose.
You know,
He's got half a tongue.
you know what this means to us, the
Nothing.
concert goer.
What?
We're gonna have to politely clap for new songs that they're gonna attempt to sing for us, and we're gonna be like, "Oh, we're not here for this crap."
This is off our
Play the hits.
new upcoming album. Shut up. Play the hits.
New album called Rebirth.
Yeah, man.
Here's Rebirth, featuring Wolfgang on the bass.
We're calling this one 2007.
Running with the Devil 2007.
Yeah.
Update one song, and there'll be one song called "We're Back and Strong as Ever."
Oh, God. Oh, if they do that.
We're back
You know what?
and strong as ever.
Oh,
Together
God.
forever. We're back.
Oh, shut up. You're making me cringe.
We're back.
With David Lee Roth and Eddie back to back, like singing into the same mic.
That's right.
Like they're back.
He tries to do a karate kick and his prostate falls out. And then Wolfgang comes over and helps everything.
Wolfgang.
And Eddie goes, I cannot reach the stamp. And he licks the stamp, Wolfgang, for me. Why am I talking German as Eddie?
Because if you name your son Wolfgang, you gotta
Wolfgang.
throw the accent in there. Oh my God! If you're known for classic rock, do us all a favor. No one wants to hear your new crap. Throw it on the internet, and maybe some fans will find it.
Yeah.
Drop something.
Holy
What is going on around here
What
today?
happened?
What happened? He knocked over E-Rock's lunchbox.
What the hell, Tim?
Mump's neck.
That was Tim this time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He said something about Tom and just kicked the speaker over.
He goes, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry."
The speaker went flying.
Certainly did.
I love that we have a professional.
Very loud. It's ruined the studio Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right.
So we talk about rock and roll, it just gets nutty in here.
Yeah, you got to kick over a speaker.
Yeah, that's what it was.
man.
He was just like being cool.
Watch how crazy I'm going to get. Oh.
Whoa, you spilled some water on the floor,
A little
you
water on the
maniac.
carpet.
Look at that thing. That's never going to be the same there.
No, it ripped
All right.
out.
Let's see if we can get some real Van Halen clips here.
Usually when a band comes back like us, it's rockers with walkers. And this is everything but. Meet us in the future.
He's killing.
All right, the whole rockers with walkers. Let's break this down a little bit.
Yeah, please.
Name one band that came back as rockers with walkers.
Literally?
That old gag. Yes.
Let me think.
The
Moody Blues?
Even the Rolling Stones, man.
Yeah.
Freaking supposedly Mick Jagger still is on a treadmill 10 miles a day.
Yeah, he runs
We
around
saw
the
him at
stage
Giant
like a
Stadium
nut.
about a year and a
Yeah.
well, now it's probably close to 2 years. That guy was running all over the stage, and he's pushing, 70 at
The
this
Who,
He's an
right?
amazing
The
shit.
Who.
Roger Daltrey's still singing and running around the stage.
Name one band that came back as rockers with walkers.
Actually, Rackers with Whackers.
Usually you see your favorite band from back in the day, and you go, damn, the lead guitarist is younger than me. What happened?
Oh, they
They just
changed
sneak a young guitarist in there, and no one's looking.
them. They did with Wolfgang.
Isn't Wolfgang fat, too?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wolfie's a little fat.
Fat's
I think he got some of his mother's genes. With the pudgy Valerie Bertinelli Lifetime Network genes.
But. Meet us in the future, not the pasture.
Van Halen had intended
Future,
to
not
announce
the
a tour
pasture.
earlier this year, but guitarist Eddie Van
And then this
Halen
douche
entered
again.
rehab. The band didn't want to tour until everyone could give 100% and
Of
not
the money to what?
immediate future.
None of us want to give you less than our best, and we are at our best.
No, you're not.
Oh my God! Don't even say you're at your best. Look,
How can you say you're at your
look,
best?
You're not at your best.
I would guess 19. What year you want to say? 79?
81 maybe.
right.
79.
I would go in 1979. They were at their best.
You're at your best.
This is nowhere near their best.
At your best. You're not at your best.
David Lee Roth dresses like your father. That's not what you want to see when you're thinking Van Halen at their best.
Hot for teacher in a sweater vest.
Right.
We're not wanting to know.
I want to give you the best.
And look at Wolfgang.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Who's that fat kid?
Oh, he's the fat kid.
There's the
He's got Valerie's shape, man. That is Valerie Bertinelli.
There's a kid that was never denied dessert, huh?
He looks like a young Ron Bennington.
Wow.
It's Wolfgang and Fez.
Yeah, Fez.
He looks like a young Ron with a guitar.
We are at our best.
A band like this, particularly coming after an absence of this amount of time, can get away with a lot if only you do one tour. That's not our ambition here. This is not like the Police. The idea is that this will continue on and on.
All right, now.
Oh, boy.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, boy.
The Police pretty much got back together for money. We all know that.
Yeah.
But the Police tour will kick this tour's
It has
ass.
been. My brother went and saw the Police and
said it was
said
amazing,
it was
right?
amazing.
Oh, really?
Because Sting hasn't lost a goddamn thing as far as his singing goes. The band sounds great. He goes, it was like you were seeing the Police from years ago. You know, they don't look like they're falling apart. And the ticket was a lot of money, so they're making a fortune.
Yeah.
Now he's talking about this being one tour and then going on and on and on, huh?
Well, because then they'll probably play, they'll come up with some new songs.
Well, Future Not the
Which
Past
one?
Year.
Which song will they come up with?
Well, there was I forget how.
I wish I could remember your new song.
That song, the song I just sang. Right?
We're back.
We're back, and we're as good as ever. Together forever. We're back. Little guitar thing. And Fat Boy will come in. Boopity boopity boop.
Fat boy! Fat boy!
Fat boy. It's Fatty.
Maybe
Valerie Bertinelli's on TV. Look. Oh, it's Jenny Craig.
maybe we could come up with potential Van Halen songs for these guys.
Future Not the Past Year, like he just said. That might be the the title of the album.
Future,
How about
not the past.
How about like Emissions?
Ugh. Will they Journey?
It should be Future Not the Past Year, and they're in a cow pasture, and Eddie is cutting off a cow's tongue trying to use it.
All right, we get to we learn about Wolfgang here.
Helping the band continue, its latest addition, Eddie's 16-year-old son, Wolfgang.
Great gig.
I just started playing one summer, and I just sort of slipped in.
As for the thought of a 16-year-old hitting the road for a full-blown rock and roll tour, Wolfgang defers to his mom, actress Valerie Bertinelli.
Let's just say she's watching me closely.
Oh, boy.
Interesting.
He's going to be all effed up on the road, huh? Great. Good luck to you.
Couldn't you get a basis like why would you use your 16-year-old kid?
Keep the money in the family.
Right.
Oh, all right.
It sounds like this has a lot to do with money.
Eesh.
Why pay a bass player when you can keep the money in the family? And he's got the Van Halen name.
Think they're just going
Right?
to pay David Lee Roth like a per diem,
And
and the family keeps all the money because it's their name.
and the kid's going to be a hit every time he hits the stage with his father.
The
the sentimental
they're going to have to do like a solo off. You think like Eddie will do something, and then Wolfie will have to do something, and then Alex will do something on the drums.
I say-
and it'll be a big family thing, like friggin' like old age Hanson.
I say there's some kind of handing over of the guitar. Dramatically, Eddie takes his guitar off and gives it to Wolf.
I'd like
and Wolf does,
lot of pride, hand over the guitar.
and then Wolfgang does his version of Eruption.
They'll be back to back, looking at each other as only a dad and son can do, when one is fat and one is tongueless. I'm fat and I'm tongueless, and we're back, better than ever. We're back. Yeah.
Can we use your machine yet there, E-Rock? All right.
Love your song.
Well, Roth promises you will know all the songs. Well, thank God.
Oh, really?
Let's see what this is all about.
You know, there is a catalog that is as familiar as do-do-do-doom. People to this day stop in
Comparing himself
crosswalks
to
and
Ludwig
act
van?
out the guitar solos in front of me in 23 different cities here. So there's sort of a provided thing. You know, when the three tenors get together, you only wait for O Solo Mio, and the rest of it you can barely pronounce. With this, you know every single song. You know every guitar lick, every kick, every jump, every drum lick, and we can't afford to shirk that duty.
He couldn't have picked like Kajagoogoo. Like when Kajagoogoo plays,
You're just waiting.
you know go too shy. He picks the three tenors.
Right.
I know.
I think the people that go see the three tenors are sitting on the edge of their seats for the whole freaking.
Yeah, I think if you're going to go to see the three tenors, you know more than O Solo Mio.
Can I tell you what I hate about David Lee Roth? He just babbles, and no one challenges
calls him on what he's saying.
Crap.
You're just babbling.
I'll tell you who called on it. CBS.
And we thank CBS for that.
Hey, that's right. What are you talking? No one calls him. We're sitting here.
It's ironic he mentioned the three tenors. When his voice is shot, Eddie can't talk, but there is a fat guy like a Pavarotti, and that's the kid. The three tenors.
Hey, wait till you hear this next Roth clip. Listen to this one.
How does it feel to be on stage for the first time together in so many years?
It feels completely natural. Strangely enough, after this many summers, I myself am certainly more aware of it than ever of how valuable this band is to me and my history. How valuable it is to the neighborhood, to the communities that this music appeals to, and it's a lot of communities. Cuando tienes solamente habilidades en español, tú también ese. Sí, and
It is totally blowing. It is totally blowing our own minds, and I think it will yours too. It's better than it's ever been.
I grew up on this stuff.
Better than it's ever been. Yeah, wait till you see
I can't walk 20 meters down any sidewalk near any college campus without somebody stopping me and going, "You're that white guy."
See, no one. Oh boy.
No one stops you and says that.
No one says that.
They don't.
He didn't get a laugh.
Of course, as he shouldn't have.
And Eddie is just trying to sell it a little too much.
Look, this is the best that we've ever been.
Best.
This is the best we've ever been. Could someone pick up my ear? Just fell off.
Oh, yeah, we're back, and we're better than ever. We're back. That'll be one of the songs.
Wow.
Yeah, the father-son doing the back-to-back guitar thing, looking at each other over for the Cream magazine shot. Or, oh, look, the guy from Kerrang is snapping away. Look at me. Stick your tongue out. I'll not do that. Just look at him. We're back.
Hey, I know the pests love betting. Get the itinerary for the Van Halen tour and try to figure out when the tour melts down.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden they have to cancel the rest of the dates.
I stay by Charlotte.
Dude,
we got to give
November 13th.
That's the first gig.
Hold on. Madison Square Garden, November 13th. No effing way. We'll never see them at Madison Square Garden.
If you live in Canada and maybe want to see him, you best get your tickets for Toronto.
Yeah, that's the fourth one.
Because the last gigs in Vancouver, Edmonton, and Calgary, good luck to you.
I'm going to say Meltdown by Cleveland, Ohio.
All right, I'm going to say that's, Thursday, September,
1, 2, 3,
October.
4. That's 5 in.
5 in?
I'm
thinking
in.
The excitement of the first couple of gigs might hold them together a little longer.
Yeah.
Maybe through... They're going to squeak halfway through October. I give them to Chicago. Before the first big problem.
October 18th. Boston, you don't have a shot of seeing them, man. October 30th? No way.
I don't know about that. I give them. I think they'll make it through Los Angeles November 20th. I'll tell you why.
Wow.
Because I think they'll start hating each other around where you guys are saying. But then there's a whole run of big cities. You got Chicago for 2. Rosemont is just Chicago for all intents and purposes. You got Chicago. You got Boston. You got East Rutherford. You got New York and L.A. all coming together. Those are major cities, probably major money.
So you're thinking logically, though. You're thinking money. Let's make sure we make the money. They're beyond that sometimes. They can't work with each other.
After Los Angeles is Glendale, Arizona. And then San Diego, Sacramento, San Jose, Portland. It dives off.
Yeah, but those are all like kind of where they all live and stuff. They'll be close to home except for Roth, who now lives in New York. But Philly's really lucky. Philly has the third date in, October 1st.
Al Dukes is chiming in saying, I think Cleveland is where the Roth-Hagar tour fell apart.
If that helps. So they're going to try to get past Cleveland because they don't want it to happen again in Cleveland. Hey, we got 2 more quick clips. We got Roth mentioning his radio career.
Well, we all know how well that went, and we thank Christ for it.
We ended up replacing Roth, so this could be kind of interesting to listen to.
We decided to do everything that you expect, but to make it high speed, low drag, make it modern, make it move, and they're like everything that got me fired from radio. Did you know I was in radio?
I heard something along those lines.
Yeah,
good one.
Get your expectations, but it's been upgraded, updated, the same way we've gone from cassette to CD, baby.
Oh, God. Look, I just chilled out.
And why would you say updated by saying cassette to CD? Because, like, CD is kind of an old term now. Dope.
Yeah.
You should have went right for iPod.
Yeah, CD to iPod. And Eddie at least had good improv. I heard something along those lines.
Did you? And it's about time he jumps back in there and saying, we've never sounded better. With my son, Wolf.
As he creepily just leaves this disgusting impression in his ice cream cone on stage.
Looks like someone put their heel in it.
Go ahead, lick it with your stump.
Old heel tongue. Stupid. He has corns on his tongue. He sounds like the Endeavor guy.
Facial Endeavor.
All right, one more clip.
Best show ever.
We kind of got to take a break, so let's get one last clip here.
We're back. Better than ever.
Oh, let's go to Detroit.
Hey, I was wondering if David Lee Roth is going to sing his famous "Running with the Comb Over."
See, Dave from Detroit gives us a funny line. And what is Drew and Mike doing? Probably reading the newspaper for everybody. Ugh. All right, the final clip from the press conference. Here we go.
The questions are pursuant to Valerie, Wolf's mom, Valerie Bertinelli. Everybody knows, who she is and stuff. And the next obvious question will be, how am I getting along with Valerie? And I want to say that now we're getting along fine. The first time we ran into each other up at the studio, she had the kind of look like she was down at the family gym and the devil showed up looking to throw the ball around.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
I wish we were there. Excuse me.
You dude, yeah.
What does that mean?
Boozy bop, titty bop. I don't know. What is he saying?
He just babbles and no one calls him out on any of this crap.
Now, forgive was Valerie and David a problem back in the day?
I would gather.
Well, why would he even bring her up? Because she's like separated from Eddie, I'm hearing. Unless they got back together.
Yeah, who has a family gym? Going to the family gym. Could I hear that quote one more time?
Sure.
So I'm going to try to decipher it.
All right, let's go.
The questions are pursuant to Valerie, Wolf's mom, Valerie Bertinelli. Everybody knows, who she is and stuff. And the next obvious question will be, how am I getting along with Valerie? And I want to say that now we're getting along fine. The first time we ran into each other up at the studio, she had the kind of look like she was down at the family gym and the devil showed up looking to throw the ball around.
Devil showed up looking to throw the ball around.
Why would the devil do that? He probably hates sports.
Yeah, and it's a gym, and the devil's pretty buff on his own.
Yeah. He can't throw a ball with those silly hooves.
Yeah.
He's a lousy... He's a great exterminator of the masses. He's a terrible free throw shooter.
Can't even run down the court. He's tripping over his tail the whole time.
Oh, he's got that tail. He tries to stuff with one of his horns gets stuck in the net.
Yeah, he goes to do defense and he slides on his hooves.
Yeah, his stupid hooves. He goes down like when you see a horse fall on something slippery. Looks all silly, and he's the devil, so he's mad, and he kills 8 million people.
You know what happens with David Lee Roth, too? Like, he says this crap, and people start laughing because they don't want to be the ones not laughing
at David Lee Roth.
Right, because, everyone else is laughing. I better laugh.
He might have gotten away with it when he was babbling to Nina Blackwood on MTV, but now... he's not that guy anymore. He doesn't have that charisma.
Oh, Valerie is kind of making sure Wolfgang is okay on tour. So she will be going on tour to watch after her son.
Oh, that's great. Your divorced wife. Take your divorced wife and the singer that you hate and she hates.
Right.
On tour.
Oh, this is rock and roll all the way. All right, look at the
Valerie's
list.
coming, I'm going to have to back off from
David Lee Roth
Chicago.
doesn't get along with Valerie. Valerie doesn't really get along with Eddie anymore.
Hello, Cleveland.
Yeah, I say Cleveland.
By Cleveland, it's over.
I don't know, though. Philly has a way of really effing things up. That's October 1st. Dude, how is that rock and roll? You're bringing could you imagine bringing your divorced wife on our little comedy tour?
On our comedy tour.
Because you so happen to have some kind of son or something that is 16 years old and he's getting into comedy.
Oh my
God! And she's there just to make sure he's safe on tour.
Holy Jesus!
How is that going to work for these guys? How?
Well, she better get used to the C word. That's all I would have said.
How about this? For everybody listening out there? You're divorced. Imagine your divorced wife coming to your job.
And not those couples that get along after the divorce.
Right.
Like in a movie couple. The guy comes over and still helps out. You need help with that door hinge? I'll get it for you.
And
I remember. And then they reflect on a nice, fun moment they used to have, look in each other's eyes, realize it still wouldn't work, and then he goes back off somewhere instead of thrusting that screwdriver into her chest like he should want to.
And Eddie's currently dating the band's PR woman? Ugh.
What does her nationality have to do with
I know.
This is
God.
There's nothing rock and roll about this reunion.
This has all the makings of a bomb.
You need
an unstable bomb at that.
You need alcohol. You need Huas.
No, this is better than ever.
Oh yeah,
better than ever.
We're back.
All right, we got
together forever.
Together forever.
We're back. And he'll do like the little kick and spin in the video.
And his whoas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa! You'll think we never left. We're back.